put me with the girls who want to be rich. Like, I'm tired of this. Like, I want that black girl luxury. I want to wake up and do anything I want. I want to have my own business. I want to have my own YouTube. I want to have my own everything. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to work for nobody. And it might sound so lazy. Like, people be like, well, what's your dream job? I don't have no dream job. I want to get up and literally do what the I want to do. Eat what I want to eat. Why are we paying for groceries? Why are we paying for food? I want to get up and take a vacation whenever I want to take a vacation. Like, in reality, I don't even think we really supposed to be working for real. Like, we's not supposed to be doing this. We supposed to be waking up, growing our own food, picking our own, you know, veggies. Like, I'm tired of this. Like, y'all, like, am I the only one? Like, I'm losing hope.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
What do you mean, you people? Listen, without getting too deep into what that young lady just said, I think it just goes to show how entitled, spoiled, lazy, and selfish this younger generation is. There is a reason why they're called the participation trophy generation. And real quick, when she was talking about growing our own food, and she said we're supposed to pick our own, and then there was a long pause. I didn't think she was going to say veggies. My bad. What did you guys think she was going to say? Well, potato, I guess. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Real quick weekend Clown World update. We're going to get right into it now. If you would place your attention on the screen for a moment, we have seen a huge uptick in biological males who identify as trans women and then call themselves lesbians. For example, this is yet another profile picture from, guess where? Can you guess? You guessed it, a lesbian dating app. That
ain't no woman. It's a man.
All right, next up. So I'm not going to spoil this one and tell you guys what this fella's talking about when he refers to his cake pops, his glazed donut, and his food bag. But I don't think it's going to take long for you guys to figure out what he's referring to. Roll it.
When I got my cake pops removed, I specifically asked my surgeon to leave the bag intact. That's because down the line, if I wanted to use my cake pop stick and turn it into a donut, the bag can come in handy. There are a couple methods that use the bag itself, but the one that I'm referring to is called the cake pop stick inversion method. What they do is they take the cake pop stick and they turn it inside out, essentially turning the inside of the cake pop stick into the lining of the donut. Once the lining is in place, they can take the bag and use pieces of it to create the exterior of the donut. The inversion method is one of the most common ways that you see trans women get their donut. There are a lot of doctors who are very familiar with this method and very good at it, and you hear about a lot of success stories. I probably wouldn't do this method if I were going to get a donut, although I'm not sure I want one in the first place. One of the drawbacks of this method is that your donut cannot self-glaze. You are going to have to manually glaze your donut every time you want to serve it. I'll cover some of the self-glazing donut options in a future video.
Don't you get wacky on me. What the are we talking about here?
All right, next up we have another ad for homeschooling. Now this must be one of those teachers that goes by Mix, MX, not Mr. or Miss, because if I can't tell what the hell we're looking at, how are the little kids in the classroom going to be able to tell? Roll it.
I set up my classroom as best as I could, since we can't hang stuff on the walls, and I don't have stuff to hang up academic stuff on the walls yet, but I like it so far.
These communists are all cowards.
All right, real quick before I forget, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're enjoying the videos, you like the content, and you want to help support the channel, grabbing one of these t-shirts is a great way to do it. Here we have my favorite design, Teach ABCs, not LGBTs. Now this is a great way to let people know that you are fed up with these teachers indoctrinating our kids with this rainbow propaganda. It is time to stand up and take the rainbow back. Plus you get a comfortable t-shirt out of the deal. Now there will be a link to the t-shirt in the description box below, and I have a couple other very cool designs you can check out as well.
That is awesome.
All right, next up, we are wandering into some very strange territory with this next one. Transgender pregnancies? Roll it?
So, things like babies will be possible soon, and thank God I'm on a wait list. I guess it was a rumor because, yeah, it was illegal to genetically modify humans. However, in a way, this is sort of natural, and it plays into a lot of rights for humans, especially trans humans. So, yeah, it's a little information for you. And just as a little clarification, I got this information from my surgeon who gave me my vagina, and I told him that my goals of being a woman were to become a wife and a mother. And a part of the reasons why I didn't get my surgery right away was because of the fact that I couldn't be a mother.
Only girls can be the mommies. Only boys can be the daddies. Yes, sir.
Next up, we have paid establishment shill Chris, who must be rolling solo today. I don't see his boyfriend Harry with him anywhere. Okay, so he is bragging about Joe Biden's economy, which he calls Bidenomics. Apparently, this guy doesn't do his own grocery shopping or pump his own gas, right? Roll it.
I'm still riding with Biden. Unemployment has been below 4% for the longest stretch in 50 years. Inflation is half of what it was a year ago. Wages are going up, beginning to outpace inflation. Combine this with the fact that Biden has added 13 million jobs to the economy in 2.5 years. That's more than any president in 4 years. Bidenomics? I think so. Compare this to Donald Trump, who's what? Getting indicted for the second time, being found liable for abuse? Come on now, the choice is clear.
You are one dumb son of a
All right, next up we have a TED Talk. This is a real TED Talk, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't know who the hell this person is. So when I first saw this, just this right here, I thought, what is this, some kind of old Chris Farley Saturday Night Live skit? And then realized, oh, Chris Farley's a little more rotund. This person's built more like a linebacker. And then I'm like, okay, it must be some kind of movie audition to a new superhero Mrs. Doubtfire flick or something. But no, it's just a TED Talk. Roll it.
And I decided to start transitioning. Now, the world was a very, very different place back in 2000. Wherever I went, I would get abuse on the streets. Now I just get it on Twitter. That's technology for you. But I even got abused in my doctor's waiting room. My doctor's response was, well, you chose to do this, so you're going to have to get used to it. Which, first of all, shows he knows nothing about being trans, because you certainly don't choose it. And secondly, they had no empathy as a human being. And then my partner got pregnant. And the plan was that our child would have two mothers from the day they were born, which back in 2000 was unheard of, especially if one of them was trans.
Maybe that would fall under the category of creepy.
Hey, I bet none of you guys can stick your tongue out with your mouth closed. This fella can. Oof. Anyway, real quick, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is being brought to us by the YouTube gaming channel, The Playmaker Juggernaut. The Playmaker Juggernaut. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. And listen, if you're into gaming and you want to go check out his channel after this video, I'm sure he would greatly appreciate some support. I will link his channel down in the description box below. So once again, the Playmaker Juggernaut, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. If you would like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Get this off the screen, please. Woo.
He looks like a fucking loser.
All right, guys, we are going to be wrapping it up on this one because, well, I just can't take anymore. I know you guys can't take anymore. It's just the brain age is just too much. Anyway, we're going to be wrapping it up with everybody's least favorite Vice President, Chlamydia Harris. Now, she is literally everybody's least favorite Vice President. Her poll numbers are lower than any Vice President in history. Anyway, she is speaking at this Essence thing, and she is asked to explain what culture is. See if you can figure out what the hell she's talking about, because I certainly can't. Anyway, guys, things are clearly getting crazy out there, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, I love you guys. Peace. Roll the film. Please.
Well, I think culture is a reflection of our moment and our time, right? And present culture is the way we express how we're feeling about the moment. And we should always find times to express how we feel about the moment that is a reflection of joy, because it comes in the morning. We have to find ways to also express the way we feel about the moment in terms of just having language and a connection to how people are experiencing life. And I think about it in that way too.
I don't know what the you're talking about.
And you ain't black.